Well, good evening, everybody. We'd like to welcome you into the live broadcast of Texas League Baseball. It is the fourth game of our six-game set between the visiting Springfield Cardinals and your San Antonio Missions. Well, tonight is $2 night here at the ballpark. It's $2 food and soft drinks all night long, courtesy of the Flying Chanclas and Dr. Pepper. Two teams continue the series tomorrow evening as we do have the update on the live fireworks shows. We are actually bringing that back to the Wolf. So come check us out and stay after the game as we present the best fireworks show courtesy of your San Antonio Missions. Two teams wrap up the series on Sunday night at 7:05. It'll be the road trip to Frisco on Monday as the Missions and Frisco Rough Riders will have the 6 final games of the year, and so far gonna be a pretty good one. Missions return home on Tuesday night, August 18th through the 23rd. Visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals in a 6-game set, and then it'll be off to Springfield for a 6 to wrap up the end of August. Go online now at missionsbaseball.com. Purchase and print your tickets from home. You can also follow us all season long with YouTube Live. We are here Tuesday through Sundays as we bring you live games, whether home or away, and you can watch us on the go. Just download YouTube, find the channel, and there you go. We are live every Tuesday night at 7:05. Well, anyway, we're joined in the booth by my good friend and partner, Bob. How you doing there, Bobby?
Doing good there, Johnny. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you doing good?
Yep, I'm doing good.
Well, anyway, I gotta say, Bobby, that was one heck of a ball game last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, I gotta say, Johnny, Springfield has really come really hard in this series, and so far, last night, it was a pretty good victory for Springfield. The final score, 8-5 in the third of this 6-game series. And so far, it was a pretty good one as we all looked at it. But all the more reason is pretty good win for Springfield on the road. And tonight, another night for this team and Springfield. These two teams combined having a pretty good series so far. That's right there, Bobby. And I got to tell you, gonna have a nice weekend. Gonna be pretty nice as we'll have tonight through Sunday evening. Our first pitch starts at 7:05, and so far gonna be pretty good. Well, anyway, let's make the pregame show short and sweet. We know 7:11 is time to get to the ballpark and get the game underway as we get ready for Friday night, $2 night. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and take you down to the field as we'll present this live broadcast. And so far, our proud sponsors, West Creek Trail Rides, tuning in. We welcome the horseback riders. And so far, the great people that are there today and every day serving the West Creek community. Left-hander Jamie Hitt is on the mound for San Antonio. First time in Double-A baseball that he'll start for the Missions here tonight. New guy is getting into the Padres organization. Bob, scouting report? Looking pretty good. What do you think? I think this guy can really get something going as he gets ready to go for San Antonio.
Well, the left fielder tonight for Springfield, Zach Levinson. Here's the first pitch from the starting pitcher, Jamie Hitt, and that one is fouled in the way. It's 0-1, and we are underway, 7:13 p.m. No balls, one strike, the pitch, and that one's going to be a line ball. That is straightaway center through for a base hit. Levinson starts the ball game with a leadoff single. And so far now Springfield getting into the hit column. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one is fouled in the way. It's 0-1. Juan Ben Cho, right fielder. Cho from his home in China. From Hong Kong, China. 0-1. And that one's going to be lofted high in the air. That is high up to the left fielder. Kai Murphy will run it down. And he'll tell Kai Roberts to back off because he made the play. And that is out number 2. And with that, let's give the starting lineups for the Springfield Cardinals. Levinson, Bencho, Baez, Page Ortiz, Petruch, Ragsdale, Rodriguez, and Richardson III will round it out for the Springfield Cardinals. Jesus Baez, the shortstop, coming in for Springfield. 1 away, 1 on here in the top of the first inning. Wind up and the pitch. That one is high fly in the air, straight away, center left field, and that is out number 2 as Kai Roberts will make the catch. Did I say out number 2 earlier? I meant out number 1. Kind of messed up on that, but all well. Trey Page coming in, the first baseman. Looking great as ever. Here's the pitch. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Starting to get a pretty good stellar performance for our new guy for San Antonio, Jamie Hitt. Yeah, he's rocking and rolling as this first inning goes on. That one high in the air, out of play. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch right there called strike 3. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. And the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left on. And we go now to the bottom of the first inning. And it's San Antonio coming to bat right after these commercial messages. Well, we now head to the bottom of the first inning for San Antonio. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Left-handed starter Jack Findlay coming in now. Finlay coming in as we get things started for Springfield in the bottom half of the first inning for the Missions. Four-seam, changeup, curveball, slider, and a cutter to his scouting report. And leading it off for the Missions, the shortstop Francisco Acuna, as he'll lead it off. And here's the first pitch by Finlay, as he'll take that one in for a strike. It's 0-1. I thought his last name was Finlay, but it's Finlay. Findlay. Pretty good spelling there, Johnny. You could be in a spelling beat if you wanted to. Yeah, very funny, Bobby. Well, right there in the end for a strike, it's 1-2. Partly cloudy skies as we go through the evening into a early Saturday morning. We'll have overcast conditions, but it will be partly cloudy by the time we go into tomorrow afternoon.
Nope.
Hot as usual, about 98 tomorrow. Game time's temperature will be close to about that average normal high. One down as the first strikeout as Francisco Acuna will go down for strike one. Or for strikeout. Roberts, Murphy, Sanabria, Carpathios, Dongimandu, Linares, and Verdugo round out the batting order for the Missions. Center fielder Kai Roberts coming in. Hits that one straight away center. High in the air. And that is caught for the out, so there's two down. Springfield wearing their red and whites tonight. Red hat included. Flying chanclas, the Missions. Kai Murphy, the left fielder, coming in. And the pitch is right there. Line drive. That's a base hit up the left. And San Antonio getting into the hit column. Pretty good when you see something like that there, Johnny. Well, these guys are really destined to hit the ball well. That is for sure. Romeo Sanabria coming in. As that was a curveball. In for a strike, it's 0-1. Ouch, and I just said something that we can't ever say. Oh, yeah, the calling the pitches and stuff, yeah.
Nope.
That one outside, 1-1. 1-1, 2 outs, runner at first. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sanabria. And here's the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss right there for strike 3. And the half inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors. 1 left on for San Antonio. To inning number 2 we go. It's no score through 1 inning. So we'll be right back here as Daniel Ortiz will lead it off for Springfield when we come back here in the broadcast. Well, just about set to go for the top of the second inning for Springfield right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Daniel Ortiz set to go as we lead off the top of the second inning for the Cardinals. Jamie hit to his second inning of work, throws in the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. One inning of a stellar performance. Boy, glad that he's getting the first Double-A call in San Antonio. 1-1 the count. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that one is lofted high in the air, and that will bounce near the chairs. The count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. And that is a called strike 3 as he went around, and that is 1 down. In now is Ian Petrutz as he comes in. Wind up and the pitch. That one lofted high in the air, straight away, right center. Moving under it is Braden Carpathios to make the play for out number 2.
Batting 7th, center fielder, number 22.
The center fielder, Josiah Ragsdale, coming in. The 7-hole batter, clean up as well. That one is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Well, we got some scores to give you. Frisco leading Midland 1-0, bottom of the second inning. Wichita leading 3-0, bottom of inning number 2 as well. Here's the pitch. That one is right there. Now to play. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And here is the pitch. That one is right there. Line drive. That's a base hit to right field. So a 2-out single continues the half inning.
Batting 8th, catcher, number 31.
Rainier Rodriguez coming in. It's Rainiel Rodriguez. Got to pronounce his first name correctly. And the pitch right there, a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 2 outs, runner at first here in this half inning. Into the windup. Here's the 0-1 offering. That one ricochet foul, 0-2. Got fans watching from YouTube Live, and here also those that are watching from Springfield, Missouri. We welcome everybody right there. Glove by the first baseman, Romeo Sanabria, and that is out number 3. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We go 2.5 and no scores here in San Antonio. Well, we'll be right back as Braden Carpathios leads it off for the Missions when we come back. Well, we go to the bottom half of the second inning for San Antonio. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Braden Carpathio set to go as we lead off the bottom of 2. Outside, and that's 1-0 as he had to duck out of the way. Awfully close, nearly getting him. 1 ball and no strikes to count now to the right fielder. That one high fly in the air, and that one is out of play, 1-1. So saying Corpus Christi scoreless in the top of the second inning.
Ball that's outside.
Changeup is outside, and the count now 2-1. Mason Molina and Brandon Clark, 2 left-handers getting set for the Springfield dugout. Amarillo and Arkansas, bottom of the second inning, no score there at All-American Ballpark in North Little Rock, Arkansas. 2-2 the count now for Carpathios. Here's the windup and the offering. And that one's going to be right there. Line drive. That is through for a base hit. Second hit for San Antonio tonight. So far, Missions hopefully trying to get some hits going and runs as well tonight. And in Game 3, losing last night 8-5 the final. Clay Dungan coming in as that's in for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at first, nobody out here in the bottom of 2.
Ball 1.
That one is high for the ball. It's 1-1. Got a pretty sunset on a Friday night. That one ricochet foul. It's 1-2. Most likely San Antonio looking pretty nice. 1-2 offering. Downstairs 2-2. Always a good thing. We have a nighttime ball game through the rest of this season. No afternoons here at home. Which that is good. At least we don't have the hot sun beating down on the people.
Nope, that's inside.
Yeah, I gotta say, Johnny, a lot of times that comes to the safety concerns of the people outside during the hot heat conditions. That is for sure. 3-2. Here's the pitch. And that one is called strike 3. And Clay Dungan's gonna figure out where that one was. And it was right inside the zone, so it is strike 3. It's upheld. And so far, it stands. Well, for this left-hander, he is out of this ball game as he will take the ball from the manager. And now here is a left-hander, Mason Molina, as he will be in for Springfield. A 4-seam curveball slider, circle change, and a cutter coming in towards the scouting report of Mason Molina. Molina now pitching for the Springfield Cardinals as he comes in and greets face-to-face the third baseman, Nate Mondu. 0-1 the count now. He throws in that first pitch. No balls and 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch. A swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That one is outside. The count now 1-2. Boy, Wichita and Northwest Arkansas, 3-3 the tie ball game there at Riverboat Field in the bottom of the second inning. Well, next year, San Antonio will head to Riverboat Field after a 6-game on the road against Amarillo. So 2 weeks on the road. First stop is Amarillo. Second stop is Northwest Arkansas. That right there, pretty good in the 2027 season. That one's high in the air and right there to the second baseman for the out. And that is how the inning comes to an end. No runs on a hit, no errors, one left. We go to the third, no score through 2. So we'll be set to go as we lead off Trey Richardson, the third. And we'll be right back here in this one. Well, we go set to the third for the Springfield Cardinals right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Trey Richardson III will lead it off for Springfield. 9-1-2 due up against the starting pitcher, Jamie Hitt. It's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Kids go back to school on Monday. Backpack giveaway tonight to the first 1,500 fans. Don't forget, tomorrow is Crayola night. No balls, 2 strikes. That one is foul. It's 0-2. Little ones will receive back to school supplies. What's that right there? Pretty good. Just get you an order form right there and you are good. Fill that one out, and so far you can order whatever you need.
Left fielder, number 4.
Here's a left fielder, Zach Levittson. Into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Downstairs, it's 1-0. So, yeah, kids, go back to school on Monday and make sure you got everything they need. Back to school night will be Sunday evening. There are a lot of kids looking forward to going back. Some may say, oh man, why do we have to go back? Well, didn't your family ever hear complaints from you when you were little? Yep, all the time. I'd be like, oh man. Now it's right there to Mondu, right to first, and they beat him. Sanabria gets out number 2. which that was a magnificent play. And now here is Juan Bin Cho, the right fielder, coming in for Springfield. Here's the pitch. That's right there inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Hopefully you are super excited for next season, because we all are. We are super excited for next season. Just can't wait for it. Leadoff 3 with Amarillo, 6 in Midland. Just absolutely love the Rockhounds organization. Well, that one right there is called strike 3. No runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left on for Springfield. We go 3.5, no score. As we go to the bottom of the third, Luis Verdugo will lead it off.
Well, we're set to go for the bottom of the third right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you there, Bobby. Second baseman Luis Verdugo coming in now as he'll take that one in for a strike. It's 0-1. Sun setting as we have a orange and blue sky this evening. Looking beautiful, right, Bobby?
Got to say there, John, yes it is. That one is high. That one is foul. Ooh-wee. Man, that could have been an easy solo shot right there. But instead, that will just go foul. Ooh. Yeah, that almost looked like a home run, right? Almost. Right there, straightaway center, through for a base hit. Well, these two teams have been hitting in the hits, but the goal is get into the run column. Leadoff batter is Francisco Acuna as he steps in, takes a strike inside, 0-1. 0 for 1 strikeout last time around. So far, pretty good here tonight for these two teams. Looking for another win is one of them. And that one is in for a strike. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the wind-up offering. And that one is high in the air, straight away. Right field. Give a chase is to right fielder. He makes the play, and that's out number 1. Boy, if the wind would have carried it a little bit more further, it should have been out of here. Center fielder Kai Roberts coming in. 0 for 1 fly out here for the Missions. Northwest Arkansas leading 4-3 against Wichita. Tulsa leading Corpus Christi 1-0, bottom of 3. Frisco and Midland tied with 2-2. That one's right there. Up to second for 1. But they don't overturn the double play as they'll get the force out at second. The runner at first will be safe on the play. Left fielder Kai Murphy coming in as he strides up next for San Antonio. Here's the first pitch downstairs on the 1-0 count. Runner at first, still hanging on. 2 down. Bottom of 3. And that one is pelted high in the air and up to center field as that will do it. The side is retired. No runs on a hit, no Webbers, 1 left. We go to the 4th inning. It's no score through 3. They'll be right back here in this one as Jesus Baez will lead it off for Springfield when we come back. Well, we go to the top half of the 4th inning right now for the Missions Baseball Network. Jesus Baez coming in, 3-4-5, due up against Jamie Hitt. Here is the first pitch, and that one is lofted high in the air. The catcher under it makes a play, and that is out number 1. Ooh, ouch. Not the first thing you want to do to start off the inning is pop up to the catcher. First baseman is Trey Page. Yep, absolutely right there, Bob. You're wasting outs more than you are trying to get something going. That one in for a strike. It's 0-1. 1 away, nobody on. Here in the top of the 4th inning, no score. Through 3 innings already. And the pitch. That one is a lined foul, nothing and two. Amarillo in Arkansas. Bottom of the third, no score. Here's the 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss, got him on a strikeout. Two down. Fifth one for Jamie Hitt. And boy, for his first start in Double-A San Antonio, he's got the exceptional capabilities of getting those strikeouts. And so far, he's just going to make a great fit for San Antonio on the mound. Daniel Ortiz coming in as he'll take a strike inside. It's nothing and one. It's 0 for 1 strikeout tonight for Springfield. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. 0-1 the count. And that one's going to be lofted high in the air. Up to the left field. Kai Murphy will drag it down. And that's another goose egg on the scoreboard. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left for Springfield. We go bottom of 4, no score. Well, we'll lead things off with first baseman Romeo Sanabria as he'll kick things off with the bottom half of the 4th inning coming up. Well, we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bobby, 456 for this half inning. Romeo Sanabria to lead it off against Mason Molina. Takes down 1 ball and no strikes. That one outside, 2-0 the count. Man, just a beautiful evening here in San Antonio, right, Bob? Gotta say, Johnny, absolutely right. Just love coming out to the ball games and just enjoying ourselves. That is for sure. Few more weekends left here at home.
Inside ball.
That one is outside for the ball. 3-1 the count now. On deck is Braden Carpathios. And that is ball 4. So now Sanabria will take his first base position. Right fielder is Braden Carpathios. 1-for-1 single. So far, we have the rest of this weekend with Springfield. Our remaining 12-game stands will 6 with Northwest Arkansas and 6 with Midland. That one is in for a strike. It's 1-1. Those are our last 2 remaining homestands for 2026. Here's the 1-1, and that one is outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's going to be high in the air. Up in left field, makes the play, and that is 1 down. Well, the designated hitter is Clay Dungan as he comes in. Beautiful evening as clouds start coming in, but so far as we go through the overnight, it will be generally clear. Here's the 1-0. That one right there, ground ball. 2nd for 1. They don't get them, and again, the force out at second comes in with the runner being safe at first base. But now here's third baseman Nate Mondu. Boy, he was great last night. Hitting some home runs. Hopefully he could do it again tonight. For sure, Johnny. And that one is crushed. High in the air. And that one's gone! A home run! San Antonio strikes first. A 2-run shot from the former Midland Rockhound. And it's 2-0 San Antonio. Wow. Just a beautiful long ball as that one was hit 429 over 106.2 mile per hour. And that will score in the first pair for the Missions. Oswaldo Linenara is coming in as he hits that one high in the air, straightaway center. And that is out number 3. But Nate Mondu getting that one as a 2-run shot. And San Antonio has a 2-0 advantage as we end the half inning. And onward to the 5th, we go for Springfield. Ian Petrutz coming in as we lead off the 5th, coming up right after our breaks. Fifth inning set to go for Springfield right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Ian Petrutz coming in now as we lead off this half inning for Springfield. From here's the starter, Jamie hit as he ricochets that one foul, 0-1. 2-0 San Antonio here in the top of the fifth inning. That one ricochet foul, 0-2. Boy, a great performance by our first ever Double-A start for Jamie Hitt. And here is the 0-2 offering. Called strike three. Get him down on the strikeout. And that is the sixth strikeout for Hitt. Boy, he's cruise control tonight, isn't he, Johnny? You're darn right. Or you darn tootin' he is. You're funny. You sound like a hillbilly when you say that. Well, golly. Josiah Ragsdale coming in now. Here's the pitch to him, and that one is outside for the ball, 1-0. Final time in this homestand, we see the Flying Chanclas, but as we take on to the second to last homestands, the next one after we get back with Frisco, as we take on Northwest Arkansas, we'll see Thursday and Friday with them. And then our last two times ever against the Midland Rockhounds, 1-1. That one ricochet foul, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, and here's the offering. That one right there to first, in time to Sanabria, and he has it for out number 2. Could be another 1-2-3 half inning for Springfield, Bobby. Yeah, I think so. If they continue this, getting these many outs, that would be great. Ray Neil Rodriguez coming in. Boy, treating everybody to a good start to the weekend. That one high fly in the air up to right field. And that is out number 3. Caught by Braden Carpathios, and another goose egg for the Springfield Cardinals. And we are 5.5. San Antonio leads it 2-0. We'll be right back here in this one as we lead it off with the second baseman, Luis Verdugo, when we come back. Well, we're about set to go for the bottom of the fifth, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. The batter now is Luis Verdugo as we get set to go. Bottom of five, 1 ball, no strike. First pitch by Mason Molina as he comes in. That's a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count now to the leadoff batter of the fifth. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Ooh-wee. You don't want to get caught chasing that fastball, right, Bobby? No, you do not. Swing and a miss, down in the dirt. Throws down to first in time, and that's out number 1. Could be an easy win for San Antonio tonight, Bobby. I mean, if they keep up a 2-0 lead, that should be enough to win it. Uh-huh. Here is the leadoff batter for San Antonio, Francisco Acuna. Arkansas leading 2-0 against Amarillo in the bottom of the 4th inning. Northwest Arkansas 4-3 against Wichita. Tulsa leading Corpus Christi. They're at Bayfront Park in the bottom of the 5th inning. Midland at Franco Park leading Frisco 3-1. Gotta say, some pretty good ball games going on, and San Antonio leading 2-0 here in this bottom half of 5. That is for sure there, Bobby. 1-2 the count now for Francisco Acuna. Here's a 1-2 offering. That one is right there, and that will drop for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Acuna as he comes in. Center fielder is Kai Roberts. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that one is in for the strike. It's 0-1. 0-for-2, fly out to a fielder's choice for Roberts. Here's the 0-1. And that one ricochet foul, 0-2. Sun going down, nighttime coming on us. Weekend baseball here in San Antonio. Has some trouble. And that's going to be a attempted third-time double play. But the runner is out at second. Runner safe at first. We've seen that for the past couple of times here in this ball game. That Springfield attempted 3 attempts to do a double play. But so far, for the past 3 attempts, they were unsuccessful in those double plays. Right there, line drive, base hit to left, and that's going to be in for Kai Murphy. Well, that'll bring in the first baseman, Romeo Sanabria. As he comes on in, and here's the pitch to him. And that one's going to be lofted high in the air, straight away up to left field. And that will do it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on for San Antonio. We head to the 6th inning. The Mission's up 2-0. Halfway through the ball game tonight as we give you the first half instant replays of our greatest prospects here in minor league baseball. And gotta say, pretty good, huh, Bobby? Yeah, pretty good for them and for the St. Louis and San Diego Padres, which that is pretty good. Boy, Nate Mondu, a 2-run shot as we've seen. And so far, hopefully to continue to lead the game strong. Well, we go to the top half of the 6th inning. As we give you the line look, a lot of goose eggs on the scoreboard, except through the bottom of the 4th inning when Nate Mondu put that ball over the fence, which that was pretty good. Here's Trey Richardson III now as he'll come in to lead off the 6th. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Good Uncle Charlie fastball for that one. And here's the 0-1 offering, and that one is hit high in the air up to right field. Braden Carpathios under it, makes the play, and that's out number 1. Second half of the game now underway, and here's the left fielder, Zach Levinson. 1 for 2 single for Springfield. Don't forget, after Sunday's game, we head to Frisco. Then our next homestand will be against Northwest Arkansas.
Ball in.
That one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Final homestand is between San Antonio and Midland. And then it'd be off to Amarillo. Right after, well, actually, are we missing a team? Uh-oh, there you go again. You know, we take on Springfield there at Blue River Stadium after the Northwest Arkansas series. Oh, duh. Knock on wood. Thank you for reminding me there, Bobby. But anyway, yes, after Northwest Arkansas, we do take on Springfield again out of state. And then it'd be our final 6-game homestand between Midland. And then back on the road, we head to Amarillo. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thank you for correcting me there, Bobby. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Just to make sure that you don't get swindled up in jumping ideas and all this other stuff.
Haha, yeah, funny. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to ricochet foul. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Right there, called strike 3, and that's out number 2. 7th strikeout for Jamie Hitt. So far, keeping Springfield off the board. And by golly, doing pretty good. Here's Juan Bien Cho as he comes in, swings after it, misses it. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And here's the pitch to him. High in the air, foul, 0-2. Payoff here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. They got him down. 6 complete shutout innings for San Antonio. And we are to the bottom of the 6th inning. Missions lead the game 2-0 as we go bottom of 6. Well, we'll have a new arm coming up right after the break here in this one. Well, just about set to go for the bottom of the sixth inning right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Darlin Saladin coming in as a right-handed reliever on now for Springfield. As we have the West Creek Trail Rides pitching change for the Springfield Cardinals. Saladin now pitching for Springfield. Braden Carpathios coming in as 1 for 2. As that one is outside for the ball, 1-0. Just a gorgeous, warm baseball August evening. So far, everything going pretty well. No, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that one is high in the air. In foul territory. Up near the bullpen. As that is out number 1. Caught to the... Looked like the shortstop got it. And indeed he did. He ran after it. Caught it out in foul territory. Out number 1. Designated hitter Clay Dungan comes in. 0 for 2, a strikeout, fielder's choice to a run. Which that's pretty good. Cannot wait for next year, right, Bobby? I know how much you're excited for Arkansas and Tulsa, Springfield, and Northwest Arkansas coming to town. Sadly enough, Wichita doesn't come next year. Yeah, I know, that is sad. So that is a 1-out single to the designated hitter, Clay Dungan. Here's 2-run shot in the 4th inning. Nate Mondu. Boy, look at this guy. Literally hits a baseball and he got it right where he wanted it. And so far, pretty nice. Here's the pitch right there and outside is 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0, and that one is a pop-up right there to the third baseman near his third base. And that is out number 2.
Now batting, catcher number 4.
Well, the catcher coming in as Oswaldo Linares coming in. Have I been saying his name correctly? I think it's Linares, but I think you could be wrong about it, probably. Well, anyway, that will pretty much do. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left as we go to the 7th inning. San Antonio leads it 2-0. As we get set to go, Jesus Baez will lead it off for Springfield when we come back.
Well, we're set for the 7th inning coming up for Springfield right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bobby. Jesus Baez coming in. 3-4-5 due up against the San Antonio starter, Jamie Hitt. From the windup and the stretch. In for the strike, it's 0-1. Northwest Arkansas 6-3 in the bottom of the 6th against Wichita. Tulsa leading Corpus Christi 2-0 there at Bayfront Park, bottom of 6. Arkansas leading Amarillo 2-0, top of the 6 at All-American Ballpark in North Little Rock, Arkansas. San Antonio here at Nelson Wolff Stadium leading Springfield 2-0. Midland leading 4-1 against the Frisco Rough Riders, top of the 7th. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and that one hit to Sanabria. No assist as he'll take it himself. That's out number 1. 57%, along with the sinker, the changeup, slurve, cutter. Everything has been used tonight in the arsenal list of Jamie Hitt. But more than all reason is the four-seamer has been in for more strikes than we could comprehend tonight. Even for his start as a new agency here in San Antonio, which that is pretty good. Trey Page coming in as he'll take a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, pretty good for Jamie Hitt coming in as being a new one for the Missions in the roster for reserve pitchers and even starting pitchers as well. Called strike 3, gets him down looking. 9th strikeout. 1 more, and it will be free breakfast on the bun, courtesy of our friendly neighborhood Whataburger. Daniel Ortiz coming in 0-2. Here's the pitch, and that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, 2 more, and he'll get the 10th strikeout for San Antonio. The 0-1. And that slurve is inside for a count now, 0-2. 0-2.
That's out.
Outside, 1-2. Just a little bit too tad close. 1-2. Here is the pitch. High in the air, straight away right field. Carpathios under it. Makes the play, and they shut them down for 7 straight innings. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. San Antonio leads it 2-0. Oh, beautiful sunset as we go into this one. And so far, we'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning as Luis Verdugo will step up for San Antonio when we come back.
Well, hope everybody enjoyed the seventh inning stretch, and now it's time to get back to the ball game with your host, Jonathan Baker. Thank you, Bob. Luis Verdugo coming in now, 9-1-2, due up for San Antonio tonight. Here's the pitch right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. Brandon Clark and Tyler Brad, a lefty and a righty, coming in as they warm up in the Springfield bullpen. That one ricochet foul, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got him down with a breaking ball slider. And that is 1 down. Shortstop Francisco Acuna, 1 for 3 single. And that one is a slider, 1-0. Well, I guess I could break the rule and say, hey, it don't matter if we do that or not, but I hopefully don't think we'll make them angry if we do that. I don't know about that there, Johnny. Well, Acuna is on. Kai Roberts, the center fielder, comes in. Hits that one foul, 0-1. Probably going to rethink that decision. Say, hey, you know, I probably won't say a lot about the pitch calls right there. But here's that one, and that's a change. Ooh, yep, stop myself right there. 0-2. Good choice there, Johnny, good choice. Right there, ground ball. No play, and that will be an infield hit. Ooh, and San Antonio doing pretty good as they have their second hit to the half inning. Now first and second, 1 man down. And here is Kai Murphy. He hits that one foul. It's 0-1. 2 for 3, 2 singles for San Antonio tonight. Looking pretty good as we go through this game. 0-1, and the pitch. That one is a high pop-up straight away, third base. And that is out number 2. Don't forget, these two teams continue the series tomorrow night, 7:05, and Sunday night as well. Then we hit to Frisco right after that, taking on the Rough Riders. Well, that will be the manager's decision to pull number 15 out of this ball game. And so far, we're going to turn it over to a new right-handed reliever, Tyler Brad, as he comes in. He's got a 4-seam slider, circle change cutter, and a sinker towards the scouting report. Brad now pitching for the Springfield Cardinals. He is number 53, by the way. First baseman Romeo Sanabria comes in. Boy, a good number. That's Herbie's number. Just absolutely love that number. Really nice. Yeah, I gotta say, Johnny, kind of reminds you of Herbie the Love Bug. You know who created that number, right? I don't know. Tell me a story. Well, if you haven't heard, at 2-1 the count, Don Scott Drysdale, a former Los Angeles Dodger, who played for the Dodgers back during his time. That's where they normally got his number from. Herbie the Love Bug's number? Yes. I didn't know that. Wow, I learned something new today. Yeah, you did. Here's a 3-1. And that one's going to ricochet high in the air. That one's deep. That is... Ooh, man, he hit the wall. I thought that was almost gone. But so far, that would be the inning. Zach Levinson in left field hits the wall as he made the play, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 on. We go to the 8th inning. San Antonio leads it 2-0. Top half of the 8th inning for Springfield. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Ian Petrude's coming in, but we will have a West Creek Trail Rides pitching change.
Now pitching.
And that'll bring in right-hander Garrett Hawkins as he'll be the first reliever after Jamie Hitz had an excellent performance tonight. Couldn't say I am proud to see this guy performing well on his first night for the Missions. Ian Petrude's coming in now as he'll lead off the top of the 8th inning, and that one is going to go foul, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be well hit high in the air. Up to left field is Kai Murphy. He'll make the catch out number 1.
Number 22.
2 more outs, it'll be 8 complete shutout innings if they don't come across and score in some runs. Here's Josiah Ragsdale. That one is high fly in the air. And that's out number 2, caught by right fielder Braden Carpathios. And here is Rainiel Rodriguez, 0 for 2, fly out and a line out. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one is in for a strike, 0-1. Boy, that manager looking at those hitters thinking, come on, what are y'all doing? Are y'all going to hit the ball or what? Y'all in La La Land? Come on now. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, goes after it. Comes up empty-handed, and it's 0-2. 10 Ks for free breakfast on the bun, courtesy of Whataburger. Here's the 0-2 offering, and here's the pitch. High in the air, straight away, up to right field. Carpathios makes the play, and that's another shutdown inning for San Antonio. So we go bottom of 8. The Missions lead it 2-0 as we go to the bottom here of the 8th inning. Carpathios leading it as we get ready to go here in this one.
Well, we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning for San Antonio. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bobby. On this beautiful Friday night, always a good time to come out to the Missions game. And as always, we thank all of our proud sponsors and all of our fans here tonight for a great night of baseball fun. We want everybody to come back tomorrow evening, 7:05, our first pitch. Game 5 against the visiting Springfield Cardinals. Don't forget, our two teams conclude the series Sunday night, 7:05. Then a 6-game road trip to Frisco right after that. That one is a swing and a miss. They got him for strike 3. Carpathios down as Tyler Brad, number 53, gets the strikeout on the hill for Springfield. Designated hitter Clay Dungan coming in. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one is lofted high in the air. That is down for a base hit into straightaway left center. So a 1-out single continues the half inning here tonight. 2-run shot in the bottom of the 4th inning is Nate Mandu, who comes in the count now 0-1. 1 for 3, a home run, 2 RBIs. Pretty fancy for a former Rockhound from Midland. And that one hit hard up to right field. Does it get down? And that is out number 2. Well, Springfield will have the 9th inning and 3 outs to do. Oswaldo Linares coming in now. Or Linares. 4,646 in attendance tonight. Perfect number. High pop up straight away. Playable, second base, gets it. Ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no Webers, 1 left. We go to the 9th. San Antonio leads it 2-0. And we go to the 9th coming up as Trey Richardson III comes in for the Springfield Cardinals.
Well, we head to the top half of the ninth inning for Springfield right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Trey Richardson III coming up now against Garrett Hawkins as he starts his second inning of work. Trey Richardson III comes in and he's going to challenge that one. And the call will be overturned for a 1-ball, no-strike count. Here is the 1-0 offering. That one ricochet foul, 1-1. Man, this ball game could be a 2-0 shutout finish. Only 3 outs to claim. And here's the pitch right there, high in the air. And the first baseman, Sanabria, takes it himself. And that is out number 1. Ooh, and 2 more outs. And Springfield will be shut down for this whole game. Zach Levinson, the left fielder, coming in. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive. That's a base hit. So a 1-out single continues the half inning. But now the tying run is coming aboard.
Number 13.
Taco Bell double play situation. We'll get 2 free tacos courtesy of the Missions, overturning the double play and ending this ball game tonight. So far, pretty good. Here's Juan Ben Cho as he comes in. It was 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. The Chinese native. Here's the 0-1 offering. And that's right there. The second for 1. And that's a ball game. They get the shutout finish. Final score, San Antonio 2-0. Wow, what a night. And boy, that manager ain't happy about that, but Jamie Hitt has gotten the win tonight. Save goes to Garrett Hawkins. Mason Molina is the loss tonight. And so far, that right there, what a great night that was. 2-0 shutout finish. Jamie Hitt. Boy, what a night he had. Right, Bobby? Yeah, he had a great night. And so far, cannot wait to see him again in the next pitching performance when he's on the hill for San Antonio. That's right there, Bobby. Can't wait to see him come back and get something going, because that right there, what a night for the Missions. He's also the player of the game, so that is a great awardance as getting in for San Antonio tonight, and so far, a pretty good one. Well, we'll say Missions tie up against Corpus Christi. It is 49 even in 4th place. So, wow, pretty good night for San Antonio. Springfield now at 53 and 51. And we are the first 2 teams done tonight, right at 9:17. So far, this game has gone on for 2 hours and 38 minutes. And boy, that is a ball game right there that you will most definitely be pleased with. Frisco leading 6-4 against Midland, top of the 9th inning. San Antonio finished off strong tonight, 2-0 shutout finish. So far, that is tonight's final score here in the Alamo City. Wichita trails a 3-run lead against Northwest Arkansas. The Naturals have a 6-3 lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tulsa leads Corpus Christi 3-0 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Arkansas leading 2-0 against Amarillo, top of inning number 8. So far, I got to say, what a night this has been. I mean, for all of us here, we have witnessed a game where San Antonio has literally just shut down Springfield for all the innings. That is 9 shutout innings. And so far, Jamie Hitt getting the win. Great honor for him. And so far, the save of his teammate was Garrett Hawkins. Well, anyway, I got to say, what a night this has been. And so far, we can't wait to see y'all again tomorrow evening for Game 5 of this 6-game series. These two teams are great organizations. I mean, between Springfield and San Antonio, they have really bonded into a great Texas League team. I do see that there is a delayment going on there in Northwest Arkansas, and we're going to have to see what that's all about because most definitely I think they might have run into some rain or thunderstorms, but we'll definitely see what's going on there at Riverboat Field. Everything was running so smoothly until two teams get interrupted, probably by Mother Nature. But we'll definitely have to see on the Weather Channel just to see what's going on. Yeah, so far, we are going to see what it's like there in Springdale, Arkansas. Well, I've been saying this for a long time. Let's see. That Northwest Arkansas was in North Little Rock, Arkansas, but they're in Springdale, Arkansas. And North Little Rock, Arkansas would be the Arkansas Travelers. So, correct me if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, we'll definitely go to Springdale, Arkansas, and see what the commotion is all about. Yes, they do have rain around the area. Shower or thunderstorm possible later. So far, I gotta say, oh yeah, they do have thunderstorm activity. Okay. So, yeah, lightning around the area. Thunderstorm activity is going on. So I bet you all the lightning and, the rain. So it's a delayed ball game. Bottom of the 8th inning. Northwest Arkansas leads 6-3 against the Wind Surge. And so far, ooh-wee, pretty nasty. Rockhounds now to the bottom of the 9th inning. But gotta say, this was a pitch-perfect evening for San Antonio, and so far a shutout game. What's that right there? Pretty good. So far, I would say that San Antonio's first shutout game was this evening, and this one alone was the best one that we have ever witnessed. Well, anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out, and so far our live stream will end
And so far, pretty good for us here tonight. Anyway, we'll see y'all again tomorrow night, 7:05, our first pitch. And we will see y'all again on Sunday. And then we're off to Frisco right after that. So, going to be pretty good to see the Rough Riders for at least the final 6 times of this regular season. And then come back home, take on Northwest Arkansas for that 6-game set as well. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good rest of your evening. And so far, the final score tonight, San Antonio 2, Springfield nothing. So San Antonio, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. And for Springfield, only 3 hits in this game. Well, anyway, see y'all again tomorrow evening here in this one. So, Bob, anything? Oh, excuse me. Bob, anything else you'd like to add? Nope, I think you've covered pretty much of tonight, and so far, pretty good night for the Missions and for all of our fans. That is for sure. Well, the fans are returning to their cars, they're going home, and so far, by golly, another night completed. Gotta say, I'm proud of it. Anyway, have a good night. Go get dinner, a shower, go to bed. Have a good one.